So a few days ago, I uploaded a video, PowerPoint, TED Talk, whatever you want to call it, just detailing the history of an internet meme called Skongo in Doctor Who TARDIS posting. And I thought I'd also upload it here. So if you're new, there's a link to TARDIS posting in the description if you want to check it out for yourself. And if you're from TARDIS posting, this is the video you saw a few days ago, so you can go. Here it is. Every month or so, someone mentions Skongo in TARDIS posting, and there are always some comments like, I don't know who he is, and at this point I'm too afraid to ask. And it's a bit of a complicated meme to explain, so I thought I'd take the time to sum it all up. If you have a friend who's never understood the meme, send this their way. So here's a brief history of the rise and fall of the best villain. So to start with, cast your mind back to 2017. For a reminder, Stephen Moffat was still on the showrunner throne, Capaldi was still the Doctor, and William Hartnell was still the first Doctor. As for TARDIS posting, it was in its infancy. It was a bit of an edgier, more elitist time back then, and the whole internet had an intense hatred of normies. This hatred of normies extended to TARDIS posting, and we soon realised how fun it was to hop into a certain group full of said normies and cause trouble. I don't actually remember what the group was called, I can't check, I was banned for this whole thing, so I'll creatively call it the Normie Group. A group of us joined this group, and we spent a few days just trying to mess with the normies as much as we could by posting bait posts, fake trivia, fake quotes, just anything that would get these guys riled up. It was just a joy to behold. Here are some examples of said bait posts. Another one was just a simple "Who is your favourite villain?" post, made by my friend Max. He put 3 actual villains and also found a different picture of my friend Lenny. He liquefied the image, put it in black and white, and labelled it some gibberish name that sounded Doctor Who-y and claimed he was a classic Who villain. We got loads of comments of people wondering who Skongo was, and then some in-the-know TARDIS posters came into the comments and called all these people fake fans because they didn't recognise the key nemesis of the 1960s. And thus the meme was born. In that comments section, and in TARDIS posting, and in other posts in the Normie group, there was this insane amount of lore that was built up around this non-existent character. A number of episodes were always referenced, like the Terror of Skongo and the Bongos of Skongo, and everyone was calling them iconic episodes and calling people fake fans, and it got some fans really, really angry because they're like, I am a real Doctor Who fan. You're making it up. And there was this kind of lore, this backstory. He was a Time Lord. He had a brother called the Wibbler. I can't actually find a picture of the Wibbler, but I just know it was another picture of Lenny. Some normies just went, "Oh right, I must have forgotten Skongo," and that was just such a fantastic feeling. He was welcomed into the hearts of almost every TARDIS poster at the time, and I feel like the group entered a golden age because of it. 90% of the memes in those few months were all about the new best villain. Here's just a few of them. There were so many more than this, but in the research I did for this video, I could only find the ones that had Skongo in the caption. But it was just such a huge part of the group's identity back then. What really blew me away was when we started getting Skongo fan art. I think seeing actual time, effort, and talent go into celebrating this ridiculous shitpost, that was really, really just, it made me so proud of this community, and the artists of here, the one on the left, Dan Fremantle, the one at the bottom, Max Lynch, the 3D model, Murray Wilson, and the one on the right, I've lost track of who the name was, I just found it on my iPad. I just think it was so incredible. So if that was you, well done. I'm very sorry I don't know your name. There was also Skongo fan fiction. We had a Skongo wiki. There was a petition to bring him back. We had the phenomenal audio drama The Age of Skongo, which I believe is long overdue for a sequel. It felt like things wouldn't get any better from that. It just felt like everything was fantastic, although it was surreal for me just seeing Lenny's face everywhere, and I'm sure it was weirder for Lenny. And then the impossible happened. Some wonderful Doctor Who shitposters went to conventions and got some real-life Doctor Who actors to endorse our favourite character. So we had David Bradley,
Go.
Skongo is the best villain.
Right, thank you.
We had John Leeson.
K9, Skongo is the best villain.
We had Colin Baker.
In all my travels, I have seen evil power my conspirators, but Skongo is the worst of the lot.
And although he didn't quite get the pronunciation right, we had Peter Davison.
Go.
Okay, Skongo is the best villain, apparently.
Right.
If I knew who that...
And filmed on a Game Boy camera, we had Sylvester McCoy.
Yes. All right. Sorry, it's going.
Hello, Skongo is the best villain.
Hello.
We had Colin Baker again on the same day by a different person.
Right, go.
Skongo is the best villain, whether you like it or not.
Skongo is the best villain.
I forgot to introduce Paul McGann, but it's only a 2-second video. And finally, we had Salad Man from The Woman Who Fell to Earth.
Skongo is the best villain.
That's the one I'm proudest of, to be honest. It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. We were cursed by our own success. It seemed like the glorious age of Skongo would never end, but we were naive. You see, Skongo became popular at a time when TARDIS posting was very quickly gaining members. When the meme started, you know, pretty much the entire group was in on the joke and was feeling quite positive towards it. But the more people who joined, the more clueless the majority of people were. And, you know, some members were angry at not being familiar with this joke. And in that few months, we doubled our member count. And the OG Skongo fans became a minority in their own group. Memes started flopping. New members would comment, "It's a dead meme," and things like, "Skongo isn't funny," and, you know, eventually people gave up posting, and I think it died prematurely. Which takes us to the modern day. Right now, the meme is considered a relic, part of TARDIS posting and Doctor Who history. We occasionally get the odd meme, the majority of which are just people saying, "I don't know who Skongo is," but whenever he is mentioned, the comments are full of questions. So maybe this video has, you know, helped educate some people on this. And for those who were there at the time, maybe it's been a fantastic trip down memory lane. Thanks for watching. I've been Joe Brennan, and this has been whatever the fuck this has been.
Skongo is the best villain, and I'm reporting you to the council.